Shalom everybody, it's Kalila Kelly or Irish Jew, and I'm going to listen to a clip of Donald Trump responding to a reporter's somewhat silly question, you could say, in regards to whether he's going to strike Iran or not, and when he's going to do it or not, and how that's going to look.
Right now,
the president says time could be running out for diplomacy and that any deal would require Iran to surrender.
Unconditional surrender. That means I've had it. Okay, I've had.
Fair enough. Unconditional surrender sounds pretty fair to me. I mean, they have had many chances to take Israel out, and America, they haven't. Their proxies have done the most horrific and bloodthirsty and grotesque things on their behalf in Gaza and Israel, with the Houthis, with Hezbollah. I mean, Iran brought this on themselves. They created war, and now war has met them in their home. And when I say them, I mean the IRGC. I don't mean the actual beautiful Iranian people.
Had it, I give up. It's very late to be talking. We may meet. It's I don't know. There's a big difference between now and a week ago, right?
He's not wrong. Again, like he said, let's have a deal. He gave them a certain amount of time, and they completely blew it. They decided not to negotiate. I think what surprised everyone is that if this was Obama and certainly Biden or Kamala Harris, we would still be appeasing Iran. We would be appeasing Iran. We would be trying to keep the peace, whatever that means. And much like Chamberlain in World War II against Hitler, like, oh, come on, leave and let live. Leave it alone. Don't go there. Don't cause a fuss. Don't stir up trouble and enmity. Just try to pretend that the really evil person with their gun to your head is not actually that bad. Maybe they'll have a bit of self-restraint and they won't do something terrible. Trump's absolutely right. They had a chance. They blew it. It's finished. It's done. I think it's so brilliant how Israel infiltrated the IRGC. The Mossad took out their weapons, took out their key players. I mean, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And a few months ago, when it looked like Israel wasn't responding, like the ceasefire with Hamas was here, but they're not here, they're waiting for the hostages, America wasn't really kind of stepping in or stepping up. And there was a period of time when I honestly thought, holy crap, like, Baruch Hashem, I honestly thought they're going to abandon Israel and they might actually do a peace deal with Hamas. And I was absolutely sickened. There's no way you can do any sort of deal with Hamas or Hezbollah or Iran or the Houthis or any of these other Islamist fascists who clearly want to just take you out. I mean, I say this as a civilian. I'm not an expert in anything related to war or fighting or strategy or diplomacy. I'm just speaking as one Jew who hated what Hamas did and would never want to see that repeated ever again. Never, never, never again. So I love the fact that now, months later, it looks like from the outside that Trump and Iran, we're going to come to this spot. It looks like Trump and Israel rather had some kind of inkling of how this might play out. I think they planned this together. And I think they just played the IRGC and all of their enemies and completely fooled them. That's kind of brilliant. I have to give it to Trump. Like, someone said this is like 4D chess. I think so. This is business strategy, war strategy. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And yeah, I don't know why, particularly on the left and some on the right too, they call them the woke right now, the woke right-wingers, why they are so obsessed with isolationism and avoidance. I understand the whole past 25 years, etc., since 9/11. I get that we were lied to. We were completely lied to by Bush and co. And I don't blame Americans on the right and the left for being very cautious about stepping into any more big wars. But the fact is, war is eternal. I hate to say it. I think war, as long as humans are humans and they have conflict with one another and disagreements, there will always be the propensity to use weapons and violence to solve conflicts. It's not ideal. It's to be avoided. And it's a human reaction. It's a human capacity. And I don't think it's going to go anywhere. So then the question is, as Americans, I ask you as a Jew, Americans, would you like to just sit back passively doing your thing, fixing your own problems within your own borders? I respect that. But would you like to step back as a key player on the world and let these hoons and bastards reign? Because that's essentially what Obama and co. enabled. They enabled this regime to continue far longer than it would have if it was confronted, and has been successfully undermined by Israel since then. Appeasement, hello plane, appeasement, that's probably Khomeini escaping on a plane now. Appeasement hasn't worked. And what I'm so surprised by is how quickly this really sick regime in Iran has folded. How quickly the leaders have scuttled off like rats in a sinking ship. Quick, quick, get me out of here, Qatar, help me, help me. Let me take my millions as my people are left to face whatever fate comes to them. Let me get out, let me go. Yeah, I'm appalled at how easily it seems to have folded. All that time, these horrible men who were beating up and murdering their own citizens, young men and women, 19-year-olds, teenagers, university students, murdering them, throwing them into the purity vans, raping them and then killing them. Killing women for showing a bit of hair and refusing to wear the hijab if they didn't want to. I mean, these men in the IRGC were truly evil. So I ask Americans, okay, you don't want to get involved with things, you're cautious, you're not interested in other people's wars, etc., even though you fund most of the military equipment that goes across the world. Okay, all right, fine. Then don't get pissy when Israel fights for its survival and defends itself, because it's existential for us Jews. We don't actually have much of a choice. We can't hide in a beautiful, incredible, amazing, massive country like the United States. We have a tiny little place, a little homeland, Israel, surrounded by enemies, and then the rest of us diaspora all across the world in a world that is frequently and increasingly anti-Semitic. So we don't really have the same privilege of isolationism, right? Anyway, you do what you got to do. I think Trump's fantastic. I really hope this plans out well, and good on Trump for trolling the reporters who do kind of ask silly questions sometimes, I think. Silly questions instead of sharp, brilliant questions. Anyway, good luck everyone. Peace.